So, it was my most indecisive video. That's slightly depressing. But hey, I got a few hundred views out of it. Anyway, hello everybody, it's your good old mate Krzear yet again for another 50-minute long longevity of death. No, it's not good enough for you? You guys are so indecisive, I swear. Anyway, Twoon has responded in his video talking about the situation that happened. So if you haven't watched the video yet, I'll leave it up in the card. Actually, I'll leave it on an end screen at the end of the video so you can click it when you're finished watching this video, or if you get bored of this video, the link in the description down below, go straight to him. Like, you know, it was good enough. So, according to him, I kind of didn't get his reasoning for doing what he did. And, yeah. So, when I saw his two community posts, it kind of looked like he was just complaining about it. In a way where he just wanted to make as much noise as he can about a situation that seems so stupid. It sort of looked like the time, okay? Don't get on my back for being strong at this. Let's continue to go into it. And so, his video was mainly made for one reason, to try and stop the BS system that YouTube currently withholds. Today, later on in this video, I'm going to go over some things some ideas YouTube could potentially use in order to make this copyright system a lot better for people, a lot better for YouTube creators and just stuff along those lines, because it has gotten to the point where it's just plain old frustrating to deal with at times. I understand Twoon's problem here. Back, like in the past few years, I ran a completely different channel that was based on a music rhythm game. It may not sound like much, but 90% of the songs used in that game were highly likely copyrighted. Most people avoided the copyright annoyance of it by altering the pitch of the song most of the time, but I never did that because I never learned how to. I never actually got to learn how to use that because I edited my videos on my phone until like midway last year. I've been editing my videos on my phone, so I understand the massive annoyance of the copyright system and how much it needs to be changed because it is so goddamn stupid. Another thing about it is, like, from a musician standpoint, this doesn't help a lot of the time. In fact, you can't even make music nowadays without having that risk that someone else has made a melody that is somewhat similar. And if it's similar enough, and they so happen to copyright their song, your song can potentially be copyrighted. And I got this on so many goddamn occasions, it's not funny. I woke up to having a Discord message from Twoon. Like, you know how a little scary that is sometimes. Like, you don't not know what the message is going to be about, but you see a message from someone you made a video on not that long ago, and your video is doing somewhat well. It's something to freak out just a little bit, not much, maybe. I don't know. But he actually said that he agreed with most of the points I said in the video, and just said that he was doing this for a different reason, and I completely 100% understand that. I agree that this system is stupid. It sucks. It's somewhat okay because there is somewhat legal rights within a lot of these stupid issues, but it is still by far the most annoying system. Anyway, Twoon actually asked me directly if he can use parts of my video in his video, which, if you don't know, he actually addressed my video right at the end of his video, which was pretty interesting. There was a fair few people who came from Twoon's video, and if you were one of them, then thanks for dropping by, like, seriously. It's much appreciated. Yes, over the past couple of days, I've been growing again, which is absolutely phenomenal after dying off. I'm getting sidetracked. Mainly the point is, like, I understand where Twoon's coming from this. I understand being annoyed about this stupid situation, just so many things about it. Originally, I didn't quite get why he was acting the way he is. He was, like, pissing up a storm in his community tab. That's what it was like. His fans also pissed up a storm for him on the song's original clip as well, which, I mean, that's what happens when you have a loyal fan base. And so I do agree there needs to be something done about this system. I don't know how well. Hopefully his video can get out there a bit. This system needs to be stand up to, because, like, here's the thing. If you're a small YouTuber, or you're just someone who uploads videos, or you're just standby, you see, is these music record labels claim every single video they possibly can because they can. If it works, they make a lot of extra money from it. But the thing is, there is a way to deal with this in a way that makes it so they back off by a long shot, because the thing is, they're trying to make money. The second you threaten to sue any of these big companies, unless you're a massive YouTuber yourself, or that they've got a massive case against you, like for example 50% of your video has got the copyrighted song playing, whether it be in the background behind what you're saying, or whether it be straight up it was just a song playing, then that's when they'll probably likely sue, like willing to sue you. But 99.9% of the time, the second you threaten to sue them, they'll back off. Unfortunately though, to get to this point, it takes a lot of things. First off, you have to dispute the original claim. Most of the time they'll deny it. Then you dispute it again, they'll probably deny it again, and that's 2 months already gone because of how goddamn slow these companies are at doing things sometimes. After the second dispute, typically they threaten, like practically they will reject it, and you'll practically get a copyright strike on that video, which then you get to the point where you enter in your legal information and send a back message that you're willing to go to court over this. This is where things can go right for you or wrong for you. One of the things that I want to say is that 90% of the time, as I said, if you're a small channel, they're not going to sue you. They're not going to go to court, deal with something so little. What they're going to do is ignore it. Pretty much YouTube gives the company 2 months to respond, 2 months to get to say that they're suing them, to have the suing occur. But after the 2 months is over, if the company hasn't responded or hasn't pursued this further, not only does the strike get lifted, your video returns and the claim is removed. And added on top of that, any revenue earned by that video the entire time it was under their claim, you earned that all. Now what would I change about this system to improve it? Many different things, because right now in its current situation the system is crap. Twoon said it himself, it's kind of bull that they can take 50% of your revenue from a few second clip inside of a 10-minute video. Like, despite the fact that the clip wasn't even 1% of his video in the first place. Here's where the system idea I have would come into place. YouTube would automatically split the revenue by how much the copyrighted content takes up of the video. So let's say the copyrighted content takes 5% of the actual entire video, then the copyright owner gets 5% of the revenue and you get the rest from what YouTube takes out. And then this just pretty much goes on as it builds up. Because let's say the copyright content takes up 5% of the video. What company is going to take the time to copyright that many videos that take up that little bit of their revenue? Okay, you earn $100 in ad revenue. That video earns $100 in ad revenue. First off, YouTube takes their cut. They take a fair portion of it, so let's say it's a 50-50 split. It's not that, it's different, I know that, but we're going 50-50 split to make this maths just a little easier for you guys. Anyway, it's a 50-50 split. YouTube/Google takes 50% of the ad revenue earned by your video, $50. You have $50 remaining that you will get. It is then split between you and the copyright claim. The copyright claim will get $2.50 of that revenue, and you will get the rest of it, because they only get 5% of the remaining revenue after Google takes their cut. That's how it works. They get 5% of what you get. And in turn of that, it gives less encouragement for companies to do this. In fact, with Tipster's channel and Twoon's channel cases where they've had snippets of an intro copyrighted, there would be no reason to do it at all because they wouldn't earn anything off of that. Like, they would earn point something % of the revenue of the video, and with Tipster's videos, they barely cross 10,000 views most of the time. That isn't anything, that's like 5-10 cents at max. All of a sudden, these claims of like 7-second clips of a 10-minute video will no longer be happening because companies don't see a reason to do so. They would prefer not to waste money by having people they hire take the time to copyright claim all of these videos with such a tiny snippet of their copyrighted content. Automatic claims will still happen, but again, the system will split it in how much the copyright content takes up of the video. Nice even splitting for what the content actually takes up, which means that companies are less likely to hire people just to crack down on videos using tiny snippets of the video. Like, I could probably go on for hours about ideas on how to deal with this system and how to change it for the better, but I feel like that percentage wise would probably by far be the best option for YouTube to implement. And I'm pretty sure most people understand why. Yes, it will still suck when your content gets claimed, but at least it's fairly claimed and they get the percentage of the revenue that equals the percentage of the video their copyrighted content makes up. Anyway, Twoon, if you came across this video yet again and you've made it this far, like, thanks for like dropping by and not being a dick of a YouTuber like some people are. Like, that was really cool to see your comment in such a nice way, and also like encouraging your fans to subscribe to me despite the fact that like I was criticizing you, which is pretty nice. Like, thanks, man. If you made it this far, maybe express this to your audience somehow, like try and help this idea at least, like the percentage-based split, where, you know what, I've already explained it, I don't need to repeat myself for like the 50th time, because that's what I do too much. Anyway, that's it for this video. Until next time, guys, see ya.